We've made it to Jodhpur. Now we're going to go out and try and get a auto rickshaw. We're all saying we're the chips and the seagulls are out there waiting for us. We'll head on out. If you head down a bit further to where the rickshaws are.
How many people?
दो rickshaws चाहिए.
बाल्टी की मेरी आवाज तो छुड़ेगा ही नहीं.
अरे यार डेढ़ मास हवा लगाना है. गली में से. अरे यार ये फूल है क्या हो? Excuse me. Come three people.
Serena, Michelle, Ori, you go there. And clock tower G. Okay. After the arguments between the local rickshaw drivers on who had seen us first, we were able to negotiate a price for them to take us to our hotel, which was located close to the famous old clock tower in Sardar market, in the old town of Jodhpur. There's the famous clock tower. We have reached. There it is. Shukriya ji. This is our cosy little room at King's Retreat here in Jodhpur. It's groovy, it's a bit bohemian, and yeah, we've stayed here a number of times. Recommend it. Well, this is a very iconic area here in Jodhpur, the stepwell. I come down early in the morning to have a look. Well, the sun's just coming up. These stepwells are quite a lot of them right throughout northern India, and they're played a very important role back in the times past for the locals to be able to come and get their water from the natural wells that were under there. And certain times of the year, the water can build right up. But with the steps, easy access all the way down to the pond, whatever level it drops to. Tell you, if you're actually coming to the stepwell in Jodhpur, come early in the morning, and you've got the stepwell cafe, and they have a beautiful coffee machine. You can get your lattes and cappuccinos here, your proper coffee beans. No instant coffee here. The stepwell is also a well-known spot for locals to cool off and enjoy a swim, or even jump from some crazy heights into the water. Yes, we're all young and stupid once. Is he going from here? Yeah. Holy crap! Well done. Situated 125 metres above the city and perched on a rocky hill is one of the largest forts in India, Mehrangarh Fort. It was built by the Rajput ruler and founder of Jodhpur, Rahul Juda, in the 15th century. We've come to Mehrangarh Fort, my favourite fort in all of India, built in 1459. It's a really old fort. Pretty awesome with all the palaces you go through and see.
Very intricate carvings, like amazing history here. It's well worth the hike up the hill to come and see it.
Yeah, it's an icon of the city of Jodhpur. It stands out on top of the hill. But this fort was really influenced by the Rajput and also Mughal influences over the centuries. And you can sort of see parts of the architecture in the palace area, which we'll go through and have a look.
You can also get the most amazing views over the city from up here. You can see all the blue city in all its glory from the walls up here. So yeah, it's definitely a must-do for coming to Jodhpur.
Yeah, let's go and explore Mehrangarh Fort.
The fort is known for its imposing walls, and within its walls you'll find intricate architecture, courtyards and palaces. The fort also houses a museum that showcases a collection of artefacts, weapons, costumes and paintings that show the history and culture of the region, offering a glimpse into the rich heritage of Jodhpur.
Come on, you two supermodels, get out the way. It's just insane, the craftsmanship, isn't it?
They just sit there going,
Yeah, to make all that. We're inside the armoury, and here you can see a lot of the really old historic weapons they used to use back in the day to be able to defend themselves, against their enemies, from swords to shields to spears to daggers, and even some really, really old muskets.
The views from Mehrangarh are just breathtaking, offering us a 360-degree panoramic view of the city and the arid expanse of the Thar desert.
I get a load of the size of these old cooking pots back in the day. They're about probably 2.5 metre wide by 2.5 metre wide. You literally can stand inside the hole, inside of it all. It'd take a lot of curries they could make, a lot of dal, a lot of rice, would have fed a whole nation. Mehrangarh Fort is huge, and its grounds cover about 1,200 acres of land. Well, here are the lovely grass grounds inside the fort area, and you can walk to the point to see all the cannons, and there's a great view of the blue city. Situated all around the fort walls are centuries-old cannons, with some dating back to the 15th century, when the fort was first constructed. They were strategically placed as part of the fort's defences. This is the very first gate here at the fort. On the doors, you got the big spikes. And that was mainly to stop the elephants ramming down the gates if an invading army were trying to break their way into the fort. If they're using the elephants for ramming the gate, well, they ram the gate, the elephant's going to die straight away, and they'll have a big elephant carcass straight at the front of the gate, which they couldn't. It'd take a lot of effort to try and remove it. Pretty horrific back then with the way they fought their wars. Is up for a swim. At the far end of the fort is a Hindu temple, and from here you get some amazing panoramic views of the houses painted in shades of blue. The homes were traditionally painted blue to signify Brahmin dwellings, but now the colour is widely used and gives Jodhpur its nickname, the Blue City. So I've come down into the old town of Jodhpur. It's the clock tower area. It's about 5 o'clock, just after 5. And behind me is the famous clock tower. It's a major landmark here in Jodhpur that everyone knows about. But here's a great place too to be able to come, pick up some bargains. All the markets are there. So you can get lots of clothing, bags, shoes, anything you're looking for you can find in the old town here in the market square area. This is open early in the morning, but then nothing's happening during the day here. Most of it's all closed because it's just so hot. But now, with the sun just slowly setting over the blue city, the markets and everything are coming to life. The people are out, and a lot of markets are just set up only really for the locals, but it's a great place to come to be able to see really Jodhpur in its absolute prime, with everyone coming and shopping and buying what they're after. This one here, like this, got a lot of saris, or you can get shirts like that. They say it's all cashmere, but I'm not sure.
These are Kashmiri scarf. This is pure Kashmir.
Pure cashmere. There you go. Feels good. Feels amazing.
When we have many things, silk and Kashmir and this kind of bag, they make painting like this kind of painting.
Right, okay. It looks more tribal.
Yes.
Very
These are
tribal.
Tribal.
Yeah, there you go. Tribal bags. So you come into these shops, they've got endless types of tapestry and clothing and good. Alright, बहुत शुक्रिया. Here's a classic North Indian street food. Down in Mumbai you call them pani puris, but here up the north, golgappas. Guys, just have the local street stall like this. Everyone comes and you get maybe 5 or 6 different types in there that you can have. This part of the market in the clock tower area is all the vegetables and fruit stalls, and they'll be yelling out their prices and trying to get the locals come and buy from them. He's telling out how much a kilo certain things are, like potatoes, tomatoes. What's up, boys? What's up, Tick? You find a lot of the locals are all very friendly.
बम्बई में रहते हैं हाँ बाप ऑस्ट्रेलिया से बम्बई में रहते हैं 5 साल के लिए
So one of the things you'll find in all the marketplaces are spice shops, and there's lots of places where there's spices around here. They've got a number of different spices. Namaste, bhai. कैसे हो आप? आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम अब्दुल।
अब्दुल। मुझे मिल खुश हुए। मेरा नाम टिम है।
हमारा जोधपुर में फेमस ऑफ स्पाइसेस।
हाँ अच्छा। गरम मसाला है।
अच्छा। There is 12 spice mix.
Okay.
You make for biryani.
Okay,
Rice.
so biryani mix?
Yeah.
Right. So the main spices are cardamom?
Cardamom, star anise, black cumin, black cardamom, cloves, nutmeg. The inside 12 spices mix.
Wow, okay.
Then you make for the biryanis.
Okay.
And this is called turmeric.
Turmeric, yeah.
And this is a chili. And you know this?
Fennel seed.
No.
Cumin. Yeah.
This is I sell best for the pink guava tree.
Yeah, wow.
Actually inside with green tea and fruits.
Right, wow. Okay.
But you smell slowly,
yeah
long,
yeah
the nose open.
okay
Slowly, huh?
Yeah. Woo! That's strong, man. That's really strong.
Inside with green tea, mint
Yeah.
and peppermint.
Yeah. the peppermint is so strong as far as like, oh.
Peppermint is very good for nose and
Yeah. So these are all the clothes shops, and then just out here outside the gate is a real famous Jalebi wala. So this is the famous Jalebi wala, and it's one of his sons. His son now, but sadly he expired. But this shop is famous in Jodhpur. It's the #1 jalebi in all of Jodhpur, all of Rajasthan. #1 jalebi. Good. Trying the #1 jalebi. Oh wow. No, it's good. Yeah, super tasty. The sons know the recipe of their father. Now, good. When you're in Jodhpur, you better come visit. Well, now heading to the most famous place you can get lassi, now, I reckon in all of India, but it's rated the best lassi you'll get in Jodhpur. Now meet Serena. She's going to meet me at the lassi shop, and it's right next to the east gate, to the right side. All right, going to try some of the best lassi. So they've got 4 main ones: the rose lassi, the mango lassi. What's your most famous lassi? Is the mango?
No, the Makhani lassi is the famous one. This one, the top one.
Oh, the top one.
The Makhani lassi is the main one.
Okay, and
We do have the flavors in the Makhani lassi.
okay.
Milk, sugar, yogurt, and cardamom.
Wow, that's it. When was the shop established? 1927?
Yes, sir.
Wow. How long have you worked here?
I am the fifth generation.
5th generation. Wow. Chair log. ठीक है. The macania, that is their most famous one. But my favourite out of them is the mango one. So you can get them takeaway if you want, or you come inside and you can sit down and enjoy it straight out of the glass. I've got the macania. This is their most famous one. I enjoyed the mango one, but this is the #1 they reckon. Yeah. Shabash. That's good. Wow. Gotta come and try that here in Jodhpur. We have a morning walking tour around Jodhpur and the whole fort and the old city. That's a nice little spot, mate. All the street art. Just local artists come paint away. All the way, street art through. Welcome to the Blue City. So how are you enjoying your walking tour?
Yeah, it's good. I think I've seen places I would never have found by myself. So, as always, like a tour is always good because you get to see stuff that, you wouldn't find yourself.
How long you lived in Jodhpur?
I've been living when I was born from here. It's been 33 years now.
And do you plan on ever moving?
Not yet. I like the calmness of our city. It's quiet and calm.
Not as many tourists like Jaipur and Agra.
Not that much.
No, but still tourists come.
Yeah, still after Jaipur, this is the second largest city of Rajasthan.
Yeah, that's right. So this is a local town well, and all the locals come in here and use it. It's just for drinking water. Wow. Pretty deep. Goes way down. Like pulling up yabby trap, sorry. Full. Pretty clear. Full. You leave down? Oh, no. Not up or down? You leave up or down? Adrak chai.
Ginger. It's my favourite.
Your favourite?
My favourite chai.
Chai's good, like here on the streets here, some of the best chais you'll get.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
Buffalo milk.
Buffalo milk, yeah. Buffalo milk, ginger, loads of ginger. Adrak chai. After walking around for a couple of days, I'm sure you would have. Oh, this is awesome. Heading to the point of the fort in the Blue City, and there's just endless street art they've got done from the local artists and schools that have come and painted up all the walls as far as you can see. Blue and beautiful artwork. Some are really old, been around for a while. They're deteriorating.
What a beautiful way to spend our last morning in Jodhpur, exploring the back alleys of this amazing city as it comes to life. It's given us a unique perspective of the sense of family and community of the people who are proud to call the Blue City home.
We're going to spend some time doing a camel safari out in the Thar desert, and we're going to have some traditional Rajasthani hospitality in a tribal village.
Woohoo! We're off on our safari!
There we go.
Jeep safari in the Rajasthani desert.
Here we are, we've made it to the village. Oh, this is where we're staying tonight. Auntie and Michelle are staying there, and Brittany and Lawrence are staying down there, but they're going to be sleeping out under the stars.
She's making chapati, cooking over the open fire. It's actually a lot more difficult than what you think. It's to control the heat.
Cucumber curry.
Cucumber curry with fresh chapati.
We woke up this morning at 5:30. Now we're making our way up to be able to watch the sunrise over the Thar desert.